welcome to this video. And It's going to be an important video. Not going to be too long of a video, but I have to get in front of the camera because I have to stop this. Today I got really sick, and it was really scary. It wasn't anything serious, but it felt like it could have been. I woke up in the morning, and I had such severe pain in my left abdomen, my lower left abdomen, just unbelievably severe pain. And I thought, oh, well, this is just gas. It's going to pass. I thought, oh, this is just my IBS acting up again. And then it'll pass. I'll go to the bathroom, I'll let out gas, and it'll pass. But it didn't. I couldn't go. And the pain, it was especially bad when I lied down. And I figured out, well, if this doesn't go away by noon, I'm going to have to see a doctor today about this. But being that it is a holiday, most of the urgent cares, a lot of them are closed, and my own doctor's office was closed, and I had to go to the emergency room here in Mineola at the hospital. And it really sunk in how fortunate I am to actually live here in Mineola. So after the phone moved unexpectedly, I was about to say it really hit me how fortunate I am to live in Mineola. Yes, how fortunate I am to live in Mineola. Fortunate to have one of the best hospitals on Long Island within walking distance. It was not easy walking over there. It was still hard when you were in pain to walk about half a mile, but to be able to walk there, and otherwise I would have probably had to call an ambulance because the pain was that bad. And you know, I explained what was going on, and and I got seen pretty quickly actually. Um, and It wasn't that crowded in there. And I got seen pretty quickly, and they had to take a urine sample and a blood sample. And the doctor that was on duty in the emergency room section I was in, they have like different sections. The doctor that was on duty said it because I was telling him, "Oh, I'm worried it's going to be diverticulosis or some type of rupture to some kind of." I know the appendix is on the right side, this is on the lower left side, but I was worried something serious was going on because it felt like something literally was stuck in there, like somebody took like a steel wool pad, it was stuck in there in my intestines. But he said when I was explaining to him how the pain changed in position I was in and that it came and went, and the pain was really bad at times. I mean, it was like almost like taking your breath away. On a 1 to 10 scale, it was like an 8 or 9 almost. Um, he said it's most likely kidney stones. And Sure enough, when the tests came back, one of the indicators of kidney stones is blood in the urine. Now, it's not visible to the naked eye, but it was there. And that's a sign of kidney stone. So then I had to wait. The only thing that took the longest time was getting the CAT scan set up. So they had to give me a CAT scan of my lower abdomen and look at and they sure enough there was a kidney stone right there in my whatever the tube is that goes from the kidney to the bladder. He said they're going to go confer with the urologist, and basically it should be able to be broken up uh, they gave me some medicine. Um, they said generally it happens from not drinking enough water. And I always try to drink plenty of water, but it's very hard to stay hydrated in this very dry air. And I guess with all the stress that I've been going through, I haven't really been paying attention to my water intake as much as I should have been. That's how I got this kidney stone. And it's a very painful thing to have. If you've ever seen the Seinfeld episode, let's see if I can card in the video. If you've ever seen the Seinfeld episode where he's passing one, and it's very painful now, I have to pass it. So I'm not done with the pain yet, unfortunately. When I pass it, it's going to be very painful. And I'm dreading it, but it has to come out. So they gave me, fortunately, when I got there, they gave me IV to, hydrate me and also to, dull the pain. They gave me some pain medicine. I don't know what it actually was, but thank God it really helped a lot tremendously. Uh, and after they got done, I was in there for about 5 hours, but after they got done, they gave me some more pills to take, and and they had to observe me for about 40 minutes to see how I react to them. And sure enough, the pills really helped the pain a lot. So I have basically I have to take these medicines now for a little while to help break this up. And hopefully it'll pass out in a day or two. And I also have to follow up with urologist. But this, to me, what happened today was a wake up call that I have to cut this stuff out. And you know what I mean by cut this stuff out? This stressful stuff that I'm talking about. Moving, forget about it. All right, just forget about it. All right, um, because let's face it, there are things that I would really miss if I had to leave Mineola. And yeah, there are apartment specific issues that are a problem. Obviously, that bother me more than actually Mineola itself. Um, that could be solved by just finding another apartment in Mineola, where it's a little easier to find an apartment. Um, the other issue is, obviously, no life at night. Again, it can be depressing, but at the same time, if you had someone in your life like a lot of other people do, it wouldn't bother you. The loneliness is going to be there, I think, whether on a busy street or not, because I need to find a woman in my life. That's the bottom line. I need to find a woman in my life, and I don't think I've made that enough of a priority in my life. That I need to find someone in my life, and finding someone in my life, obviously, the kind of person, the kind of woman that I'm looking for, is not the kind of woman you're going to find on the South Shore. All right, obviously, I like the kind of women you find here and more in the middle of the island. You know that already. Um, you know, so I have to cut the stress out, and that means I have to, just stop complaining about the middle of the island so much. Stop complaining about the crime. Stop complaining about. I know the crime is a problem. Look, I'm not going to say the South Shore doesn't have it better. It doesn't mean I'm taking that back, because I think they do. But at the same time, it's not the place for me. It's an enclave that's for a certain demographic, and it's really farther away from certain things that I need in my life, like medical care. Yeah, they have hospitals there, but not within walking distance. And those hospitals are not affiliated with the doctors I've been seeing for many, many years of my life. So yeah, I have to stay here in Mineola. And then there's the transportation. Yes, you have the Babylon branch, you have the end floor, blah blah blah. But again, um, what happens if you want to go to the North Shore from the South Shore? That's gonna be a pain in the neck. Being in the middle, you can get from one place to another fairly easily. So that's another factor that one has to consider. All right. Um, this is where I belong. All right. The Pine Barrens are still easiest to get from here. Um, and I'm going to explain a little more to you. I just wanted to get in front of the camera and explain to you that, still going to do the weather updates. I'm still going to be fighting for the Pine Barrens. I'm still going to be talking about these transportation specific issues regarding Mineola, because I still feel we're treated unfairly. Um, but as far as the South Shore goes, I need to just forget about it. All right. I need to forget about the South Shore. All right. It doesn't mean I need to forget about going there. I can still go there. When it comes to living there, I don't freaking belong there. And I know because today science entered the room. And when science enters the room, scientists like it comes in like an elephant. Science. All right. Whether it be science with your own health and the fact that stress is very bad for your health, especially when you have an illness that you really have to avoid stress. And I've been putting too much stress on myself, making all this content about all these issues on Long Island that I have no control over. Um, and science says the South Shore isn't going to be habitable. And it could happen a lot sooner than we think as we deal with the consequences of climate change, sea level rise, uh, all those things. Sea level rise, increased tropical activity, saltwater flooding is the worst and most damaging, most costly, most deadly part of climate change. Uh, as we see more and more of these tropical storms, do you want to really put yourself in harm's way? And let's face it, every single South Shore town is in harm's way. A Category 3 hurricane would flood them all, and a Category 3 hurricane is entirely possible. I don't want to be around that. Yeah, I know a certain demographic and the people in the economy want to invest there for some stupid, selfish, arrogant reasons. Because a lot of those people don't follow science. And that's a big problem for them, isn't it? But I can't put this stress on myself anymore with trying to move. I can't do it. Yes, the fire was very scary, but let's hope that something like that never happens again. Right? It was a real scare and a wake up call to everybody around here, that we need to be more careful, um, and hopefully that is what will happen. Um, but I just this is where I most fit in on Long Island. All right, it's still enough middle class here. There's still diversity. And I need to have that diversity. I want to be around that diversity. I don't want to be around a bunch of just all lily white preppy people. Yeah, they may be all happy and go lucky and living it up in their little enclave or whatever, but I can't associate with them because they don't understand what struggle is like. They don't think like I do. We don't have the same ideological beliefs. So how are we ever going to um, can I ever coexist with them? That's not going to happen. I'm somebody who's science based. All right, they're not science based. All right, so that's not going to happen. I'd rather be around science based people. All right, um, so let's talk a little more. Explain to you a little more in the second part of this video. And I just thank God I'm not in pain right now. Thank God I'm not. You should never take your health for granted. And I was really scared it was something serious, considering how bad that pain was. So, this is where I need to stay. When I moved out of Westboro over 4 years ago, I didn't want to move again for a long while. Not until I got married. All right. And look, there are some issues in this town, but let's face it, for me, it is still the best place for me. All right. It may not have the life, it may have transportation issues, but wait till the third track project is done. All right. Yeah, because I think things will get better once it's done. And I mean, we have the best hospital on Long Island, and that's very important for somebody with a disability to have good access to medical care. All right. Because mental is physical. Mental does cause physical problems as well, including probably kidney stones. Well, that, not drinking enough water. But there are many beautiful parts of Mineola, and yeah, I mean, sometimes it feels a little closed in, but you can go to this park here and get a view. You still have the other parking garages, and as far as the new parking garage goes, I'm going to be fighting to see what's going on with that, because I have every right, I think, to watch a storm there, every legal right. So that I'll be back there. As Arnold Schwarzenegger says, I'll be back when it comes to the new parking garage. I don't care what that security guard says. But it's public. You can't keep somebody out of a public garage. But there are a lot of nice, sections in Mineola. We still have, the North Shore. We still have some good supermarkets around. It's still kind of a grid pattern with the streets. I mean, you still got a decent amount of transportation. And honestly, they with all these new parking garages they're building, obviously, they're not going to abandon it. Why do I run my mouth about that? Sometimes it feels like it, but they're not going to. We're going through a rough patch right now, but it'll get better. The loneliness is hard to deal with. All right, but I have to work on meeting people. And I'm more likely to meet people in my own neighborhood than on the South Shore. All right. People in this neighborhood have to be friendly. They're not snobby, and that's what I need to be around. I don't want to be around a bunch of snobby people. All right. And of course, the Pine Barrens are extremely important, and the Pine Barrens, their westernmost extent, happens to be in the middle of the island. Especially the westernmost extent. You still have Eisenhower Park actually has quite a few pines, especially in the golf course. Bethpage State Park, pinest area in Nassau County by far. You can look at Bethpage State Park if you want.
Let's see if they've got a street view in here. Oh, they don't. They didn't go all the way. But we know it's very piney in there. You've seen, especially around the parking lots. Maybe we can just do this here. And you see all the pines. Well, maybe you can't, but tons of pines over here. All right. I don't know why they can't. Hold on. Maybe we could do this. There you see some pines. I mean, I have plenty of pictures, obviously. But you got a lot of pines in there. All right. All right. And then, of course, go a little further in Suffolk County. You got Pine Lawn, which we know how piney it is over there. Deer Park. And that area in Connecticut that we were in, which, again, the really piney area is really not along the South Shore. It's more in the middle. It's more like closer to Vets Highway. Yeah, that's all pines. That's where we did that hike. Look at that. All right, so, again, the piniest area seems to be in the middle of the island. You know, the Ronkonkoma line, still the easternmost extent of electrification. You know, you have the choice of the Ronkonkoma, the Port Jefferson Huntington, the Oyster Bay lines at Mineola. You have the Hempstead branch, which you can walk to. It's within walking distance. I mean, it's better than being in Westbury, not having any alternative within walking distance when they shut the main line down. I mean, it's a long walk, but it's still, you can do it. You know, so it's time to just enjoy your life, John, and stop complaining so much. All these negative things you deal with, and I'm not trying to, you know, just, you know, diminish them. They are bothersome, but there's nothing I can do about them, and I need to stop spinning my wheels because I'm getting nowhere, and I'm only harming my own health in the process. And today was a reminder of that. And so I have to knock it off with this. And you're not going to hear much about, you know, South Shore favoritism anymore from me. You know, and, you know, I don't know if I'm even going to be speaking in the committee meeting. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe I do because I feel like I want to speak up for Mineola because I live here and I want to speak up for my community. And we definitely deserve to be treated a lot better than the way we're being treated. All right. We are the county seat. We are the place on Long Island that is safest from climate change. We are the center of Nassau County. And this is a place that you can see there's a sign for the Friendly Village. That's a nice sign. Look at that. Wow. I never saw that sign before. That's a nice sign. It has the train in there and everything. We have a nice library here. Nice park. I like the grid pattern. I like the way everything's laid out here. You know, and I'm not going to complain anymore about it. I'm going to enjoy it. All right. I have to for my own mental health and my own physical health. All right. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll pass this kidney stone within the next day or so. It's going to hurt like hell. But I don't want to go through this again, and I've got to really, you know, I was looking at my hair. You saw my hair. I have a lot of gray already showing. At 45, I should not be having so much gray. So I've got to really cut out the stress. I can't handle stress. That's why I can't work. And I've been too involved in trying to change things that I cannot change. And I have to, you know, be grateful for what we have, that it's not worse. And hopefully the crime situation will get under control. But, man, you know, it's a nice land. Some parts of this town are really beautiful, you know. You know, and there are plenty of other places I can watch snow squalls as well. It's the park. Well, the issue was it was on a Saturday. I think it was on a Saturday. I couldn't run into the library. See, if the library is open, I can run to the library. But I don't think the library was open at that time. But there you go, you know. I mean, you know. This is the town that's important on Long Island. This is the town that's important. This is the town that should be important to everybody. It's the county seat, and it's one of the most important towns on Long Island. Not the South Shore. No. So that's going to be it for this video. I thank you for watching. And especially once you get a little older, make sure you drink plenty of water, because apparently if you don't drink enough water, you get these painful kidney stones. And like I tell you, they hurt like hell. You don't want to get them, trust me. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.